Hello, everyone, on this fine Thursday. Busy ain't the word. It's not even the word, y'all. Okay. Um. All right. So I see summer's kicking in. Ducks are out. Bugs out. People are out. It is what it is. It's about to come in, y'all. So some things, I'm trying to do. So I thought maybe I would join like a little swim class or something like that, y'all, to get back in shape because y'all, I got on the scale this morning like we're not doing this. We're not doing this, all right? And definitely gonna take care of these ants too. I told y'all they are on the move. Anyways, I have these cards kind of out depicting that I wanted to go into a new reading, y'all. This is requested, and I'm very invested myself. All right. Um, I wanted to see and look into if the Jeffrey case was involved in any type of corruption, or we've been picking up that word, y'all. It starts with an O and goes into traffic. Okay, we picked that up in our last reading. I told y'all, like, when we do these readings, it'll just kind of keep lingering, keep going. You know what I mean? And it's kind of weird how that works. So we've done a couple readings where I think that's definitely involved in some type of way. So I kind of wanted to look into it. All right. So we are definitely going to be doing Jeffrey Dahmer next. Not sure which day. And one thing I want to stop doing too, especially for summer, is saying when I'm going to do a reading, because what if I can't do the reading? I don't want to upset people and say, oh, I'm going to do this reading on Monday, and then I can't get to the reading on Monday. So it will be in a few days, hopefully, or whenever I get to it. But it's something that has intrigued me. Okay. Now, we've also done the Kenneka Jenkins. That was great. That was a great reading. That also speaks of things like that going on. But it's really crazy, y'all, in 2024, how many people, I don't know if they just don't want to face it or it's something where I feel like people kind of are aware of what's going on, but they still are in denial. And I don't know if it's for their self-protection or if they feel more comfortable being in denial. Some people do. Some people do. Okay. But we got to get out of that, y'all. We have to understand these things are going on and we have to unite and fight against these things. Okay. I know it's hard. And these people who are out here doing these things are so untouchable and so in power and have way more money. And I get it. But it's just the fact that I'm like, there's so many people that really act like they don't know this stuff is going on out here. Okay. Um, then you have people who totally believe the media, they totally believe newspapers, magazines, whatever is said on social media, and that's sad because there's so much deceit and so much corruption going on in the world, that people really do need to just open their eyes, y'all. Just open your eyes. It's so much. And we just need to come together again as a community and try to decrease these things from happening so much. All right. So I also was watching something this morning about some lady took a Uber, y'all, and was raped. All right. I don't know if you can say that word, but I was like, wow, it's a lot going on. And I'm thinking, well, don't they scan these people or look into their backgrounds? Obviously not, because how are these things happening so much and are not really talked about and out in the open like it should be? All right. First of all, I feel like women are never safe. I don't. A woman can go to a grocery store and wonder if she's gonna live the next day. Okay. I've done cases where women have went to pick up cough syrup late at night, or went to a grocery store and was stalked ever since they went somewhere. So these are innocent people with innocent things that they've done where they still get into these situations, okay? No woman is safe out here. And I don't feel any, at this point, boys and men too. All right, so I feel like definitely women need to take some classes, something, y'all, or get some things to protect themselves, because there's so much going on against women now. It's sad, all right? It really is, and I just keep hearing stuff about it, and I know it's for a reason. The spirits are just leading me into something else, okay? So that's kind of what I wanted to put on the roster, is doing a reading, looking more deeper into the Jeffrey case, because I don't feel like it was. I think it was more for like entertainment, you know, to spook people. I mean, don't get me wrong, the guy is spooky, y'all, all right? But I don't feel like it was really taken as serious as it should have been, you know, because these people went through some torment for sure, all right? And whether they were minorities, homosexual, whatever, they still deserve to be taken seriously, all right? Their cases, their lives need to be taken seriously. And unfortunately, some people in the world don't feel that so, all right? And that's not right. I mean, these were people too, okay? So I kind of wanted to look deeply into that case, kind of do a reading on it. I don't want to read Jeffrey Dahmer. I already know he's a creep. But I had some other questions about his particular case, all right? And yes, we know the gist of it, all right? But maybe we might get some things, y'all, that we didn't know, you know, like we did with the Kanika. And the funny thing about that was I kept hearing it in my ear. But you know, on Crime TV, I don't like to say things unless I have confirmation, y'all. I don't like to do that. And I kept saying, Lord, if I get this card, which I think I'm going to get it, you know, at some point. And it came out instantly, like the first card when I shuffled, when I asked the questions. Crazy, y'all. Just absolutely wild. And I kept hearing that in my ear over and over and over again, right? It does not surprise me. I got that about her case years and years ago. We have to be careful. I mean, she thought she was just going to a party to flirt with somebody. Who thinks, okay, I'm going somewhere and that could happen, right? Nobody. So we just have to be more alert and more careful. I know it's hard. I know we're tired. I know we're run down. We're just over it, okay? But we just really got to be on our P's and Q's, because anything can happen at any time. And stay prayed up and hold the people we love close, y'all. Cherish each day. And maybe each day ain't about doing everything you love, because I love to eat. And that obviously is going to have to be put on hold for a while. But every now and then, absolutely enjoying the pleasures of life. And just doing the best that we can. And I know for average people, it's so hard. What I mean by average people is people out here really trying to live an honest life, trying to earn an honest living, that's not out here doing crazy stuff, y'all, like this, okay? And I know it's rough. I do. So with that said, we're going to get into that reading hopefully this week. And if you have any other requests or can help me out with any more material, that would be great, because I love doing requests, believe it or not. Love requests. And we'll just pick up whatever we want to do, because, you know, that's what we do. We're going to do what we want to do. We're not told what to read, when to read, we're just going to do whatever we want to as we go. Okay. And again, I appreciate all the interaction, all the support, all the shares, all the likes. Love you guys for that. You don't know how much that really helps. I'm having some issues with, and I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this, but with kind of how YouTube operates, okay? I'm having a couple issues with that, and I'm trying to work that out too. So it's kind of messing with my views and interaction, all right? So hopefully that can be resolved, and that's not done on purpose, if you know what I'm saying, allegedly. But I need to get that in order and look into that and fix that, okay? So I will be doing some light meditation this week on, you know, that particular video. And again, I just love you guys so much for everything that you have done that's positive. I've had some negative things come through, but we're just going to keep pushing through. That's what we do on Crime TV. We keep moving past it. That's our motto. That's what we do. So, with the territory, I told y'all that's going to happen. We're going to have haters. We're going to have people who probably are out here doing this stuff that ain't happy that we're talking about these things, creating awareness for these issues, alerting the people about these things. You know, there's going to be forces that aren't happy about stuff like that, y'all. We've read cases where people do this and end up, you know, silenced. So you do have to be careful, and it's always a risk getting the truth out there, no matter who's telling it. All right. That's through history. We know that to be a fact. All right. So there are people who are like, hey, this is what I'm going to do, regardless of what comes with it. And it's sad the world is like that. I hate the world is the way it is, y'all. I really do. I hate the system. I hate the way it's set up. I hate everything about it besides great food. All right. So, and great shopping. Okay. Other than those things, I'm just over it. Okay. What else was I going to say? So if anyone, again, has any requests or suggestions, if you have any weight loss suggestions, I mean, I pretty much know how to lose weight, y'all. It's called diet for a reason. So basically the word die is in there, right? And that's kind of how you feel when you're doing it. But really it just comes down to eating right, eating less portions, fasting, exercise. We all know what it takes, but it's like, are you going to do it or not? Are you going to stick to it or not? You know, again, I work by some great food places, y'all. As a tourist, it is kryptonite. All right. Good food around a tourist is kryptonite, y'all. Period. So I'm really trying to fight through that and get back on my healthy routine. Cold season's over, so ain't no excuse. You know, when it's cold, you can say, oh, I was in the house, I was depressed, I had cabin fever. You can say these things, but when it's nice out, people are like, what's really going on, right? So I'm going to try to take advantage of, you know, the weather, the season, getting in the pool, you know, doing some things. So again, if you guys have any requests, let me know. This is basically the update. Love you guys, and y'all take care of yourselves, okay? And thank you for watching.